Coming up on The Cut, we take a look at the nationwide power outage and Parler making its way back online.
And we discuss Amazon undergoing a lawsuit for a lack of health and safety conditions, Chris Harrison taking time off The Bachelor, and how Girl Scouts are finding creative ways to sell cookies.
Good evening and welcome to The Cut. I'm Caden Ryback.
And I'm Elizabeth Shively. Thank you for joining us.
We're so happy to be back. Although the show will continue virtually this season, we will continue to be your source for the latest news coverage. Tonight in our top story, nationwide power outages and blackouts have left many in frigid temperatures without any power or heat. Cut reporter Josefine Medina shares the story.
As a record-setting winter storm sweeps the U.S. coast to coast, millions of Americans have been left without heat and power. States have already been greatly affected from this past week's initial storm and are now bracing for a second hit later this week. According to a national snow analysis report, 75% of the lower 48 states are now under snow cover. The extreme weather has caused both power outages and rolling blackouts. Rolling blackouts are intentional power outages in different areas of cities in an attempt to not overwhelm electric systems. The snowstorm has left over 3.4 million Americans without power and heat. 2.8 million of those Americans are in Texas. The outages are leaving all of them vulnerable to the below zero weather. Many Americans have been left frustrated by the power situation and how their local governments have been handling it. In response to the mandatory rolling blackouts that have been issued, Amber Nichols of Austin, Texas stated, quote, "We're all angry because there is no need to leave entire neighborhoods freezing to death," end quote. As the weather continues, many have been unable to leave their homes at all, while others are unwanting to leave, opting to stay home to bundle up as best they can. However, there is a glimmer of hope. AccuWeather meteorologist Courtney Travis states, quote, "Central and eastern parts of the U.S. may get some relief from constant storminess the final week of February," end quote. For The Cut, I'm Josephine Medina.
Thanks, Caden. It's definitely been a difficult time for those affected by the storms. Turning to more news, the online realtor Amazon has been sued by the New York Attorney General due to health concerns. Cut reporter Madison Perales has the latest.
New York Attorney General Letitia James sued the massive e-commerce company Amazon on Tuesday due to the lack of health and safety precautions and putting their workers and the public at risk. The case is centered around two facilities, the Staten Island warehouse and a delivery depot in Queens. Kelly Nantel, a spokeswoman for Amazon, said, quote, "We don't believe the Attorney General's filing presents an accurate picture of Amazon's industry-leading response to the pandemic," end quote. James obtained enough evidence to file the lawsuit against Amazon. 250 Amazon workers had positive COVID-19 results, and Amazon refused to shut down the facilities where those particular employees worked. In the file, James said, quote, "Amazon has cut corners in complying with the particular requirements that would most jeopardize its sales volume and productivity rates," end quote. She also accused Amazon of illegally retaliating against their employees who outwardly expressed concern about the safety precautions in the workplace. Christian Smalls, a former Amazon worker, was fired last March after leading a protest regarding the health conditions within the Staten Island warehouse. Another employee, Derek Palmer, was given a final written warning because he demanded better safety precautions. James said, quote, "Amazon's extreme profits and exponential growth rate came at the lives, health, and safety of its frontline workers," end quote. The state, along with the Attorney General, are seeking for Amazon to upgrade their training and safety monitoring. All of this in hopes for Amazon to contribute in getting better control of this virus. For The Cut, I'm Madison Page.
The social media platform Parler has reemerged online after its suspension early last month. Alicia Sine reports on the details regarding Parler's plans.
Parler, a primarily Republican social media network, is now back online after tech companies Amazon, Google, and Apple removed its services from its millions of users on January 10th. The removal of Parler followed the January 6 riots, after many Americans pointed blame at its users for inciting violence, and for planning the breach of the United States Capitol on Parler's services. This relaunch comes after a month of complaints from conservatives that they were being censored, and that the tech companies that removed them were in the wrong. On Monday, February 15th, a little over a month since it was shut down, Parler's network reopened. It is now searchable on most web browsers, and its website directs users to a login page where they can create a new account or log into previously made accounts. This required hard work from the company after most web hosting firms rejected Parler. A small provider, SkySilk, agreed to help bring Parler back online, stating that they wanted to help Parler bring back free speech. Parler's new website homepage states, "Speak freely and express yourself openly," and is clear about Parler's stand against censoring speech, attracting many users who may feel frustrated with other media companies. Parler's story perfectly encapsulates the ongoing battle between small companies and big tech companies. Its 15 million user count is growing every day and will continue to grow with its return. For The Cut, I'm Alicia Singh.
Chris Harrison, host of the famous TV show The Bachelor, will be taking a break from the series after controversial comments he made about Bachelor contestant Rachel Kirkconnell. Sophie Opfeld has the latest update on Harrison. Sophie?
Chris Harrison, the host of the Bachelor franchise, announced this week that he'll be taking a period of time away from The Bachelor after making controversial comments surrounding a current Bachelor contestant. Harrison appeared on a talk show hosted by former Bachelor contestant Rachel Lindsay this past week. The two talked about the allegations attached to current Bachelor contestant Rachel Kirkconnell. This comes from pictures of Kirkconnell that surfaced early January of her at an Old South-themed antebellum party in 2018. Harrison commented on the topic, saying, quote, "Is it not a good look in 2018, or is it not a good look in 2021?" End quote. Harrison also goes on to use the term woke police when referring to fans who say these pictures were, quote, racist. He was quick to receive backlash for these comments and soon posted an apology on Instagram saying, quote, "What I now realize I have done is cause harm by wrongly speaking in a manner that perpetrates racism, and for that I am deeply sorry." End quote. Just 3 days after his initial post, Harrison speaks out again, saying he will, quote, "be stepping away for a period of time and will not be joining for the After the Final Rose special." End quote. Through all of this, Rachel Kirkconnell has made one post and said, quote, "I was ignorant, but my ignorance was racist." Chris Harrison has not announced if or when he will be returning to the franchise. For The Cut, I'm Sophie Opfeld.
For those who enjoy Girl Scout cookies, buying the desirable treats will look different this year due to the pandemic. Cut reporter Maria Staubs takes a look at how Girl Scout troops are using the internet to continue cookie sales.
It's that time of year to buy your favorite Girl Scout cookies. However, amid the COVID-19 pandemic, troops in Sacramento are forced to find creative ways to sell their popular cookies. Unable to go door to door or set up stands by stores, they are using modern technology instead. In order to safely sell and distribute their cookies, Girl Scouts are using technology like QR codes, social media, and online sales. They have set up mass distribution sites where volunteers can deliver the cookies directly to customers' cars. Due to the pandemic, the organization only ordered half its usual supply, but they may actually run out of cookies more quickly this year, according to Linda Farley, the CEO of the Girl Scouts. The troops are excited about the progress they've made through online sales.
My mom helped me film a video, and she has been texting that out to her friends and putting it on her social links. Me and my family are selling cookies online, such as Facebook and social medias like that. So far, we have sold a lot of cookies, and probably the most cookies I've ever sold, ever.
If you go online to girlscoutcookies.org and type in your zip code, you can purchase cookies from a local troop and have the treats delivered directly to you. Girl Scout cookies are also teaming up with Grubhub, and sales will continue until March 28th. Not even a pandemic can stop the troops from having their annual cookie sale. For The Cut, I'm Maria Staubs.
Well, it looks like that's it for this week's episode. You can catch us back here in 2 weeks, but for our latest coverage, you can visit the Cut Network on YouTube.
And for a behind-the-scenes look at our content, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at @the_cut_network and Twitter at @the_cut_ASU.
Thanks for watching. Have a good night.